Hi, this is Paul Lynch from Tank Modeler channel. Just a quick update on the switcher's buddy build. Afraid I haven't got too far. I'm building the sub-assemblies at the moment. I'm just put that back on. You can see they're not actually, it's not actually secured on, it's just sitting there. Same along with the commander's hatch and the loaders and the doghouse, I think switcher calls it. I've actually still working on the turret, putting bits and pieces on it. As you can see, I've got the hatches and the spare wheel. I've drilled the spare wheel out, so it's got a little bit more definition. Progress. Waiting for the true earth to come. I've actually got ready for the anti-slip on the tank whole top, as you can see there, with all the colours with the masking latex, as it were called. I'm going to do the same for the turret. I will be marking that off as well. All my stuff like this, for instance, comes off because that's the way I've done it. I've built the turret up completely, the whole bottom, the back, everything. So when I actually spray this, let's get it back in place. It's always fun to get. Oh, there we go. When I spray this, everything will be in place, except for obviously the hatches. I can do them separately, but it will be in place so that when I spray, I would get, if there's any difference in colour tones on the top, it will show up on all the main structures on the turret as well. So my idea is to actually spray it as a turret complete and then put all the optics in right at the end. I've actually secured the basket at the back, as I think you can see that just about there. I've secured that using the photo etch from Tammy, really good. I wasn't happy with the attachment location of the basket on the back, so I actually took the pegs off, filled the holes in where the pegs went in on the rear of the turret, and then sanded them down slightly so they actually metered, and it still worked out really well. It fits on, and it's actually a snug fit on just here, as you can see. The only problem I've realised now is when I look at some of the photographs of real tanks, they haven't always got a snug fit, so obviously I could have possibly left it loose, but anyway, I like the fit, it's nice and snug, so that's how it is at the moment. I've got a few more bits to put on the top of the turret, as you can see. I'm actually doing that for, up to the point as far as I can go before I actually put the anti-slip on. Apart from that, I can't really proceed too much further until that arrives, because I need to get that on board. As you can see, I've got the rollers sitting on the actual chassis. Not a real problem there. They do come off. I just like the fact that it looks a bit better with it on there. It's not pushed on. This actually lifts off. The reason I've done that is because when I do put it on later on, I want it to sit nice, and so it's actually, everything's ready to go. So I'm happy with that so far. I won't be putting the crew figures on there for this particular build, but I will be using some of the storage on the back. Not going to overload it because I'm a great lover. I do like clean vehicles, but I must admit the storage on the back look quite nice. So I will be doing that. As I said, Switcher's going to explain a bit more. I've seen he's up to, I think, video 4 now. This is my third one, so I'm getting there slowly. But I've got a bit of a cold, as you might have noticed, and it's a pain when your nose is running when you're trying to deal with these things. So the barrel is all cleaned up. I'm really happy with that. Everything's gone really well there. The driver's hatch is not in place, but I've cleaned it up ready. And I'm going to spray that in place when I start spraying, again because I can actually lift it out and put all the optics in, and then when it's completely finished, drop it in place, which I think's a good idea. I know Switcher's going to come up from and he hasn't attached the turret bottom, so he can actually deal with it separately. I decided to go the other way because I thought it might be a bit easier. This bit, as I said, comes off, and again I can deal with the optics from underneath, so I can have it in situ when I'm spraying, and when it's finished, it'll all go in place and be secured down. Yeah, but I'm going to put a dab of wood glue on each of these bits when I'm spraying it so they don't blow off, but that's only purely a temporary fix for the wood glue. We'll eventually use proper glue to fix all these pieces in place, but in actual, for the temporary move, a little dab of wood glue will just hold it there when I'm spraying, and it won't blow away. As you know, when you get a bit of blast from an airbrush, even though it's not too strong, it can still dislodge something. So there you go. Same with the doghouse. If I take that off there, the doghouse comes off quite nicely. All done, ready to go. Just waiting now for the optics. But of course, if I fit it on there and spray it in situ, I won't have a problem when I put it back on there. It just fits snugly with the colours, and all the colours are match. Anyway, so that's all I'm going to do for today, because I'm going to do a bit more modelling on some smaller bits. But apart from that, I'm afraid I'm going to have to wait to carry on waiting. I can do the tracks. I just realised I can do the tracks and pin them, glue them together, and leave them to really tally it. But I'm quite happy with the build so far. So without further ado, as I say, I'll see you next time. Thank you very much for watching.